Kelly Cutler. I've started a theater business in the town of Deer Lodge, Montana. Deer Lodge is most known for its mill, its prison, the state prison. Tonight, Cutler Brothers Productions will be doing a live web broadcast of the high school football team in town, the Wardens.
I'm getting a lot of flack from the community about this broadcast.
This is a letter from the high school saying we can't broadcast the games anymore. And another bit of news that came across my desk is that we have to move our entire costume department down to the theater now. The Kids Pray soundtrack. It's a musical that we're producing in December.
What's the score today? Wait a minute, I don't want to know. I can go up there and see it.
Butch gets home, he puts his Giants on, and they're losing 2-1 to the Cardinals. That's all he cares about.
I like Cameron. I really do. But he sometimes, especially when you're working with him, just turns into a madman, a crazy person, and he thinks that he's Sergeant Boot Camp or something.
I made the front page. Creep show Sladen Deer Lodge.
This creep show is something that we've never tried before in Cutler Brothers history.
I know Kelly wants this to be a professional show. I do understand that. But I'm coaching basketball. I've got about 1,000 things going on. I'm not even going to be here for 2 of the shows.
The roof's falling apart. The whole thing's falling apart.
Oh my gosh, look at the water.
We've had a ton of moisture and snow up there. This is just unbelievable.
Hey, how about that tour?
Well, it was my plan. It was, we show up at 6 and I was going to leave around 7:30 and figured we'd have like an hour and a half of rehearsal in.
I couldn't believe it. Morning before an improv show, and Kyle's just gonna pull something like this?
He's done this before, he'll do it again. Every single show he pulls this.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just in over our heads. Take the Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz for May. And then a summer musical.
It's Monday night, the night before the presidential election, and we at Cutler Brothers decide to sit down and discuss our upcoming summer theater.
Kelly, I like your idea too. Maybe let's try that comedy weekend.
And you'll never guess who was at the meeting.
Which is still up in the air, but we have some ideas.
For madness.
Our good old buddy Kyle. I said we kind of want to play it safe.
We have to go with something well-known, well-liked.
Not that it's something I want to do, but like Sound of Music.
Family-friendly,
or
involves
Rip or
kids.
something like that. Just that you know where people come.
It's all about the money right now.
I don't really want to have to do stuff every single month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or feel like I have to do stuff every month just to pay the bills.
Were you the one that said art versus economy the other day?
Commerce. Art versus commerce.
Art versus, is that art versus commerce? Well, commerce is where we're at right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You may remember Kyle from a couple months ago when he didn't show up at our improv at Scotty's.
I threw out Goodbye Girl. I still want to do Goodbye Girl.
Oh.
Because I think it's a small cast. I think you have a
I said that.
You probably could do Goodbye Girl now.
We have a perfect.
But small casts, though, look at $3 bill. Small casts don't really bring the people in, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I will say this about Kyle. He does know theater. Almost a little too much.
No, it's more, what kind of ideas do you guys have to get 20, 30-year-old audiences?
Demolition derbies.
Let me throw out Camelot, or Spamalot, I mean. Except, Goodbye Girl it's got a lot of strings for it, and not the least of which is it wouldn't be that difficult to stage.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
Spamalot
I don't
is
think
pretty
20 and
extensive.
30-year-olds really go. It's tough in Deer Lodge to get them to come to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What audience, if you look at the demographics, what are we catering to here? It's 60 years and older. You know
Exactly.
It really
You've
is.
got
And I wish it was different because then we
Yeah,
could do
no,
all
no
that
kidding.
fun stuff. But.
You've got retired
Those people, and they just love it because they're back in their reliving their childhood stuff and things they seen, Kelly, and that's what we have to cater to, you know. And
That's what I'm
later
saying.
on, when we get more popular, we can do
So I'm
something.
saying, what do we get? We get old people, we get kids.
I know that I let down the Cutlers and my friends by not doing the improv show, but I just wasn't feeling it. Kind of burnt out and not feeling funny. So I just said I'd take a pass, and that's the way that was, and now I'm kind of stepping back into it a bit.
What do you think of Wizard of Oz for May, though?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's fun.
It's a
That's
big
fun.
name, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
we're gonna burn Rachel out if we do.
You got a bunch of kids that could be munchkins easily.
Yeah. I mean,
And
the
then-
most talent in this town, no offense, but especially with musicals, I think is the kids that we got. That's the most talent that we have. I like the Wizard of Oz. Most of the big talent that comes from this town is in the kids. Why not use them?
Can I offer something radical?
Absolutely, that's what this meeting's all about.
I mean, this is pretty radical. Adults in the main roles rather than kids.
For which for?
For Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's not radical.
Oh no, that's what we want to do.
Oh, good.
No.
No, I don't want kids.
We want the whole spooky, creepy.
I was king of the world. Knockley. Atkins.
All right, so here's my audition for the role of the lion between you two assholes.
Okay. But flip a coin.
I think they are on to a really good idea by doing the Wizard of Oz. I think they're going to pull it off. There's a lot of technical stuff that's going to make it a fantastic show.
So anyhow, Wizard of Oz is a go, and definitely.
I like it.
Okay, here's
I like
what I'm
it.
thinking: adults and adult roles. But how old is Dorothy in the book?
Dorothy is young.
She's 12.
She's like 12, yeah.
She's 12 years old. I read that book when I was really young.
That would be fine. In fact, that would be appropriate.
She's not 17.
Right.
They tried to take Judy Garland and make her look like she was 12 because of her voice. So I think we have someone in mind possibly for that role.
So Mom keeps talking about this little girl named Rachel to play Dorothy in Wizard of Oz. She played Annie a couple years ago. I mean, hell, if she had her way, she'd have her play Max in The Producers.
Possibly.
What I like about
Little
the Goodbye
Bi-
Girl is it's
Little
not done a lot, but it's still, you don't have to do a whole lot of explaining about it.
It's still popular.
Hey,
Yeah.
are people gonna come to that show?
And I've still,
I think so.
and I've got a lot of the prop sets, costumes already because it was like what
I say you
1984.
go with the big names.
That is a big name. To our generation, it's a big name.
Yeah.
Your generation.
But our generation's the biggest generation.
Look at. You ever look?
Matthew, God, we went to the Bee
Generation's
Gees.
the dead generation.
Oh yeah,
Listen.
you should have went to the Bee Gees.
Listen.
You talk about dead,
Jeez.
standing room only.
And there's all people
That was
already.
awesome.
I really don't like the Goodbye Girl, but I do agree with my parents that their generation is the one that supports our theater. You know, you look out in the crowd last summer, say at a show like Thoroughly Modern Millie, and all you can see in the audience is a sea of white hair. Old people. Thank you for coming.
Okay, who comes to our
So
shows?
don't tell me about our
Did
generation.
you ever look at the audience?
Our generation's the biggest group ever.
We should do Reefer Madness.
Who's out there during Thoroughly Modern Millie? People at least my age and older.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Kimberly.
I don't know. I would love to see shows like Spamalot or Reefer Madness or maybe Evil Dead the musical. Some interesting stuff that's not, classic Broadway. I think we could do it, and I don't think Kelly knows everything about what sells and what doesn't. Sometimes you got to take a chance. He did a couple of years ago with Urinetown. There was an awesome show. No one saw it, but it was an awesome show.
I want to do a comedy festival, and I think I've talked to you about that before. Bring people in from Billings and Great Falls and Missoula, improv and stand up in movies.
Yeah, there's a big problem with that already.
What's that?
There is nobody funny in Billings. And I'm not sure about Kalispell.
Well, that was my goal. Das
Yeah.
Fruit will win it all. There'll be a $10,000
Oh, you're loading
prize.
it. You're loading it.
I did
No,
not.
that's.
There to this day is no comedy festival in the entire state of Montana. Why not put it in Deer Lodge? Why not? Right?
I think a comedy festival would be the bomb.
He's so proud of that
You
stage.
do things in the bars, and then you do things at our stage. Then the Rialto, get some big or bigger name comedians down. Why not? I think you could make it huge in the future.
I think they're on to something.
Something like
Well, I made
that.
friends when we went to LA. We kind of made friends with that top comedian from Canada, Matt O'Brien. And I'm friends with him on Facebook. Couldn't you bring him in? Like I could just say, hey, listen, what's it? And he'd probably cost some money, but still, you get a name like that in, people go, this is legit. Let's bring him in. It's a big task and a challenge to figure out what we're doing. Because once we figure that out, then we gotta do it. There's no turning back.
Here's Don't Do Grease.
Okay,
I like Grease.
You like the movie, and the play is not the movie.
No.
Can we change the
I've seen the play. I wasn't impressed.
I know you guys want to solidify your choices so that you got stuff ready for season passes by the time the comedy show comes around. So I think you're on the right track with Goodbye Girl. I really do. It's going to be easy to produce. Costume wise, set wise.
Music wise.
I think if you got things that cut your costs early, that's what I say.
And we have a star vehicle.
Kyle, so many times we're behind the 8 ball just on, things like the
Costumes and props
royalties.
and
Royalties kill us.
yeah.
I mean, them bastards. I don't know why they don't promote their stuff, but they're.
Who doesn't promote it?
I think they're bloodsuckers.
Who doesn't promote it? I'm lost.
That play sucks. We need to do something with a ginormous cast, family friendly kids. That's what sells here.
I'm the only one that's been for this Goodbye Girl. Kelly, every time I bring up, no.
What was I was trying to remember what that song was that the part I was supposed to play, the director, I can't remember. It's like, this is beautiful.
This is brilliant.
Oh, that's it.
A once in a life achievement. Yeah.
This is brilliant.
Yeah,
We'll Paul Lynde for you.
I really
Brilliant.
No, I think we've got the perfect people to do that again.
There's no way we're doing Goodbye Girl again.
I mean, you have the classic ones from the 40s and 50s and 60s. The classics that'll pull
Yeah,
people
King
in.
and I and all that.
King and I, Fiddler on the Roof, all those. Hello Dolly, actually, we did in '97, and it was a lot of fun. But something tells me Kelly wants to do that. He really wants to do the edgy stuff.
Oh, he wants to do Reefer Madness.
Or Evil Dead, the musical, or You're in Town.
Yeah. Well,
And-
that's fine, but that doesn't pay the bills.
But you can't be shooting down, your ideas.
It's Tuesday afternoon. I go to change my oil in my truck on my lunch period. It's election day. Still not sure who I'm going to vote for.
I head down the street to vote. The polling place is just a block from Mom and Dad's house.
Pressure on both sides of the paper, and then you just whip it in the stuff on the inside.
I didn't really understand any of the initiatives on the ballot. I didn't really read them, so I just said yes to all of them.
I finally got myself to the polls. I get home, I asked Butch who he was voting for, but he's too busy mowing the leaves. He just he retired and now he just does strange chores.
Well, it's better than last year. Last year he just took the leaves and dumped them in the creek and let them float away.
I'm heading out to vote. Got my sample ballot all filled out.
Who are you voting for?
Not telling.
Oh,
Anyhow, I figure by filling this out ahead of time, it'll go really fast.
better get down there. Polls are gonna close here.
I do have a couple questions.
They're already saying Montana won.
Really?
Yeah,
All
Obama.
right, well, I better head down there.
Better hurry up.
Okay, bye.
I'm really not sure who to vote for this year, you know? It's, I really want to vote Libertarian, to tell you the truth.
It's a big election for this country. I really feel good about voting.
Matt and I are just glued to the election coverage, and Butch is in the kitchen watching Ball State versus Toledo.
I don't even think he knows an election is going on.
So I head into the kitchen to talk to Butch about our final stages of the costume department move.
Well, I'd like to take a half a day off because it can get cold. We probably should get that stuff out of Rory's.
Isn't it supposed to be warm tomorrow?
But it's going to be warm till late in the afternoon. It's going to get really cold. You have to think of it now. But here's the deal. I talked to Pete, and Pete said, well, they're in no hurry. But, you know, we've been in there a long time. And
It's a big pain in the ass. Let's just get it done.
who asked? Who was the one that asked Rory if we could ever stay up there?
Well, we need to use the garage when we left the prison, so we put everything in his garage and that. And then I don't know, we just noticed that the upstairs was open, so.
Like I've said before, Cutler Brothers used to be pretty nomadic. The summer that we did Urinetown, we saw an open space for our stuff. We jumped on it. We took it. But now that era has come to a close.
So me and Kelly are just sitting there watching the election, but honestly, I think Obama's just gonna run away with it.
Well, looks like Montana went to Romney, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, shut up! Shut up, Butch! This is way too close for a call. I might go to bed, dude.
You know what? Whoever's president's gonna be president.
My Uncle Bill calls my dad like every night. You gotta meet him. He's nuts. He's one of a kind.
They are good, buddy, and they didn't bring your children up right, and they got respect and shit.
Yeah.
I'll see you around Thanksgiving, got their way through.
That's absolutely, Billy.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
there we go. We got one ball game to bear on too, buddy.
Hey, there's a football game on right now.
I know it's a ball state or somebody else.
Ball State and Toledo.
Toledo.
Oh, Uncle Bill? Yeah, he's a monster. 400 pounds, 6'5", and drink a bottle of whiskey a night like that.
That's right, damn it, goes to Detroit, I was out there.
Oh, okay.
I got a fight down there in the part of Toledo one time.
Oh, God.
But you know what I had to do, Al?
What, Bill?
I had to fight my way out. The only way you can fight your way out is get there as fast as was the mother Moses.
That's right, Bill.
You know that, don't you, Al?
Yeah, Bill.
Bill has beaten science. He's insane. He drinks every night. He's way unhealthy. He's done all the wrong things, and he's still alive. He's still going strong.
And you've been fights too. So what's the score on that one, Al?
Oh, I don't know. I've been watching it. Give me the clicker, Jerry.
Your wife was it? And I don't know about any of it.
Obama was just projected to win Ohio, so Matt and I decided to call it a night.
We have pigsty in here. Obama got Ohio. This election's over.
I cleared the whole bathroom out today. Okay, what does she want? Which one are we working on?
The next night, my mom decides it's a good idea to take a load of costumes down to the theater.
So about 6 racks if you're thinking. And right now it's about 43 degrees out there. Tomorrow at this time it's going to be about 14 degrees. So I'd rather do it now. Even if the wind is blowing.
It's nighttime. I just want to get down to the theater, watch our comedy night, and discuss our upcoming improv at Scotty's. I don't want to be moving costume racks down Rory's stairs.
Don't want to scratch the ceiling, huh, Butch?
Yeah.
Which I've done. Don't tell anybody.
Just gotta maneuver through it.
So the whole trip was less than $1,200.
I was driving here and all these cop cars were
Thank you.
Hey, look at your hair, little Mary Magdalene.
Shut up, I know I look like I'm 12.
I thought it was going to be
I like
cold.
it.
Do you?
Yeah. Imagine that. Greg running around with a 12-year-old.
He has more of them.
What else do we have to
So
do?
how old's the second one?
Who brought this? Can I have one?
Thanks,
Yes.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Kelly was supposed to bring me one. Oh, thank you.
So Kelly calls and says, hey, let's all get together and watch the comedy night from August. I was the star.
Well,
She's gonna-
we've been moving stuff out of Rory's because Al says tomorrow it's going to get down to 14 degrees. So I said, let's get some out tonight. You know, it should take more than we got, but I think I'm just doing the one load.
Luckily, Jen showed up with beer.
Hey, Wolfie's here. Wolfie's here and he's queer.
Hey.
Wolfie started doing theater with us back in 2003 when Kelly wrote $3 Bill.
I was at a wrestling tournament in high school, and I saw Wolfie, and I just asked him if he wanted to be in a play.
Hey, Zane. You think you prepare some stand-up for this?
Yeah, I'll talk about Wolfie's beard.
They know watching you bring stuff in. You know that?
We're gonna try another show at Scotty's the night before Thanksgiving, actually. And Kelly wants to do stand-up, but we suck at stand-up.
That was a defecatory process.
Oh.
That was missed. The humor on the wasted
Wait, I
crowds,
think this is
unintelligent
down below.
Republican crowds of Deer Lodge, Montana. Go Obama.
Yeah.
I'm about to move to Canada.
Yeah, we used to keep our stuff in Zane's garage. That was before they kicked us out.
I say, hey, Kelly, you need some room? You can put some stuff in my garage. I show up. It's about the size of a small barn. It's so frickin' packed, I sneezed and something fell on me.
The next thing we'll take off is the rack. Don't try to take. There's a rack on top. Before you start getting that stuff, let's take this. Go, stay up there. Hold on.
Matt, why is your frickin' freshman t-shirt in here?
Hey, shush.
Patrick wore this in
Hey.
a.
Zane, you won't believe how good that works.
The amount of beer you can get from this.
No, the amount of flashing you get.
No, get Jen to do it.
Hey, you hear Kelly wants to let Stu and Jake into the improv group?
Like full time?
Yeah, what do you think about that? No, for our show coming up here. in
The
November.
Thanksgiving one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be alright. 2 more turkeys.
Yeah. Well, we already got Cameron, dude.
Cameron's just loud and annoying.
Oh.
You want to hear a joke about my balls? Look at them. It's a hilarious joke. You guys laugh. That's my Cameron impression. Cameron's got to be the easiest person in the world to impersonate. All you got to yell is really loud and make up stupid shit that isn't funny to anybody.
So we get all the costumes in, Zane leaves, and we're sitting around the theater with Jen and Woofy and Sarah, waiting for her husband to show up.
So I'm thinking if we go Sunday, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Try to stretch to 2 hours on Sunday.
And did Matt tell you I was not playing video games and that's why I didn't pick up
I know,
my
but
son?
it was so cute. No, that's the story.
He got in big trouble when he got
Here's
home.
the story. I don't want him to get in trouble. They already got in trouble. They were throwing a football, and this was a week ago. He said he needed. I said, "Do you still need that book?" He goes, "Yeah, my mom has to type up one more song." He said, "She hasn't done that yet." He goes, "No, she's too busy playing her new game, Assassin's Creed." I thought that was so funny.
Okay, it might be slightly addicted to it, but that's not why.
And lo and behold, Kyle shows up.
4 more years of Obama, all you can gloat. I mean, I don't care.
I wasn't.
All you welfare babies and crap.
I didn't bring up shit.
Everybody I voted for won.
You just got that. I just got look. That hasn't happened.
I don't even know what that's like anymore.
Kyle's never been Oh, you're talking?
Never.
Except by Kelly.
Kelly gives it up to anybody.
True.
Really? Really? I thought we were watching Comedy 918. Who else is supposed to be here?
Tilly.
Well, where's...
His
who else?
mom had Bible study.
Where is
Zane.
Zane at?
He left. He had a nurse
Is
emergency.
he ready? What? A nurse emergency?
I don't know. He left.
Did his Viagra kick in or something or what?
Oh yeah, Obama got reelected.
Of course, you know, Kyle, liberal he is, rubbing everything in his face. Oh, Obama got elected again. Obama got elected again. Jumping up and down, watching them man boobs flop around. I'm disgusted with liberals.
I'm not a huge liberal, although Zane would say I am a huge liberal. But, I mean, this is Montana. If you have even the slightest inclinations towards the political left, you're, a screaming, raging, commie socialist, tea drinker.
We're sitting around waiting for Tilly. Then Woofy decides to tell us the clown joke.
Have you ever heard the joke about the clown? Oh God, here goes the joke about the clown. It's only going to take half an hour for me to tell it.
It's a good joke, though. I always liked it. Well, what else you got to do?
Nothing.
We're waiting for Tilly, for Christ's sakes.
Where's he at anyway?
You haven't heard it?
Anyway, this guy,
All I know
over in
is...
England, he takes his girlfriend to the circus.
Oh, glad Wolfie's not doing improv. That clown joke, the longest, most boring joke on the face of the earth.
So they're sitting there, and all the lions and the tigers and everything comes out, and the clowns come out. This clown comes up and he starts staring at this guy. And everybody's laughing at him, and the guy's sitting there, and he says, "Sir, hath he any wit?" And the guy just sits there looking around, the clown stares at him again a little bit more, and he starts to break out into sweat, and he says, "Sir, hath he any wit at all?" And the guy just sits there, and he's just petrified, he don't know what to do. And everybody's laughing at him, and says, "Sir, hath he the wit of a half-wit?" Grabs the guy's girl and runs off, and just everybody laughs at him. "Sir, hath he any wit?" Guy sits there and stares back at him, and they stare at each other. "Sir, hath he any wit at all?" Guy sits there, and this crowd, this whole circus tent just gets dead silence. And he says, "Sir, hath he the wit of a half-wit?" And the guy stands up, and the crowd goes like that, and he looks down at him and says, "F*** you, clown."
Tilly finally shows up, and we start Comedy Night 19. Comedy Night 19 was a good one, Not a lot of people showed up, but it was comedically solid. The next day, on comes the snow again. At school, the next day we have a little Veterans Day program that we do every year. It's kind of nice having Matt and my mom and Kyle up at the school. You know, it's actually pretty fun sometimes.
I got a job up at the school working as a teacher's aide, and I have to shadow a kid who really needs the help. It's a challenge sometimes, but I'm having fun with it.
The election is over. Veterans Day is over. I guess it's time to start preparing for Christmas.